Hi, I'm Dan. I'll be your tour guide as we explore some of the ancient cultural heritage of Xi'an. I want to introduce you to one of my new best friends, Fang Song Wu. I'm learning calligraphy now. Is this your favorite city in China? What do you think of the ancient culture street? I can't wait to show you this part of the city. Let's go. Hi, I'm Dan. I'll be your tour guide as we explore some of the ancient cultural heritage of Xi'an. We're here at Shuyuanmen, which is Ancient Culture Street for people who speak English. It translates as Academy Gate. We're right inside the south wall of this ancient city. It's got a lot of culture to it. One example is right behind me, a couplet on either side of the columns of the gate. The verse on the right, Beilin Sang Guo Bao, means the Beilin Museum here stores many cultural artifacts. The verse on the left, Shu Yuan Yu Ren Jie, means the Shu Yuan teaches many excellent students. This couplet gives us a sense of Xi'an's cultural weight. I can't wait to show you this part of the city. Let's go. The name Shuyuanmen refers to the Guanzhong Academy here, which was the best of the four famous academies in the northwest of Shanxi province in the Ming and Qing dynasties. As long as we're here on the ancient culture street, we ought to take a look. Shuyuanmen got its name from the academy right behind me. It's called the Guanzhong Academy, and it dates back to the Ming and the Qing dynasties. It was the most famous academic institution in Shanxi province, and the top academic institution among the big four academies in northwest China. Chinese culture is 5,000 years old, and this is just one bit of it. If you think about it, this academy was founded in 1600. That makes it older than Harvard University in the United States. Unfortunately, there's a sign there. No visiting. So we won't be able to show you scenes from inside the academy, which is still used as the campus of a university here in Xi'an. When Westerners come to China, the first thing that impresses them about the culture is just that everything's so old. This academy was founded more than 400 years ago. And it's interesting that it's about the same age as Harvard, but so many different things were taught here. At a university like Harvard, people were considered educated if they learned things like Latin and Greek. But in China, you were educated if you learned things that were Chinese. They didn't have anything to compare to because this was, for them, the center of the universe. If you can look through the gate here, this very small campus has almost 400 buildings. They've made it as beautiful as they could with fake mountains and ponds and bridges. It must be a beautiful sight. But again, we're not allowed to visit. In this street, you can see traditional Chinese artifacts such as stamps, shadow figures, brushes, landscape paintings, and calligraphy works. I'm very interested in Chinese calligraphy, so I will find a shopkeeper to learn how to write it. So I've just had my first real lesson in calligraphy. And I have to admit, I had horrible handwriting when I was a child. And it's probably because I didn't grow up in China. I'm told that Chinese children learn this stuff in school. They learn how to use the brushes and the ink and the stone to write words. And I think that explains why my Chinese students have such good handwriting when they turn in assignments. I'm very pleased with that. I was able to write New Year and the word for running water and the word for ni hao, which is hello. Actually, this is also a commercial pedestrian street. I bought a pair of tools to practice Chinese calligraphy. I was told there's a very famous art gallery here. Let's go have a look. Chinese art is a lot different from art in the West. One of the most famous art styles in China is landscape painting. The type of painting involved is called ink and wash, where the artist will use a brush with ink to draw lines. In the West, artists often try to capture reality. One of the differences in the East, Chinese artists were less interested in capturing the exact scene, but more interested in capturing the soul of the work. In this case, you want to bring out the soul of the tree. You want to bring out the soul of the river. That was a very effective device. Behind me you can see the brushes that are used in calligraphy. They range from the very small to the very large. Most of them use different types of hair as for the brush material. Through this entranceway, a lot of artists are practicing their calligraphy skills. Now let's take a look. You might wonder what this man is doing. He's copying a poem using calligraphy. This man has been studying calligraphy for more than 10 years, but when I asked him if he considers himself an artist, he said no, he's still learning. I think that's a good example of why the Chinese put so much into this style of art. Reading and writing calligraphy is supposed to give you inner peace. So naturally I feel very calm right now. I think I'll go take a nap. Tourists from all over the world visit this famous street. Let's talk to some of them and see what they have to say. I want you to meet three of my newest friends, Deborah, Camila, and Cristiano. They are from Italy and they're touring this area of Xi'an. I just want to quick ask you, what do you think of this area?
It's very nice. I think, we are from Nanjing, and that place is not so easy to find such kind of market.
So traditional China.
Is this your favorite city in China?
We need to travel a bit more.
Okay.
Not yet.
We work there, so we have just a weekend to travel.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Your English is great. Ciao.
Ciao.
我叫子能，我从美国来。
And you?
我叫曹俏琪，我从嘉义来。
And you?
我叫何放宁，我点名我从爱荷华来。
What do you think of the ancient culture street?
这个街上真漂亮，我很喜欢所有的东西。
这个节很有意思，特别是中国花。I think that the street here is really pretty, and I really like looking at all the stuff they have for sale and trying to get a piece of. It's like looking at Chinese culture, like what they have for sale. I'm trying to learn a lot while I'm here. I don't know, it's fun to explore the area and to see everything that there is to see. I've been so overwhelmed today trying to take everything in. It's a lot of fun to talk to them in like their native language and ask them about their trades and like what they're doing, what they're selling.
It's more respectful. I think that it's better if you come a little bit educated because otherwise you just are kind of tourists, you know.
So I think it's kind of fun to be able to talk to them in their own language and really communicate with them on that level.
We're at the end of our tour of ancient culture street in Xi'an, and we've seen a lot of culture. We saw calligraphy, we saw landscape paintings, we saw somebody making a brush, and we visited the museum here. Just want to remind you, stay tuned for our next show. I'm Dan Williams. Thank you very much for joining us.